Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello everyone, guten tag, bonjour, добрый день, this is me, Zyno77. I will still be using probably this nickname, although I did rename the channel, but the nickname is still there. We're going to dive into yet another stream. Yes, I was supposed to do it earlier, but plans have interrogated, and I had to postpone, and I postponed it all the way till today. Monday is not our usual stream time, but today I had no other choice. I decided that if I'm going to postpone it for later, it might never happen. So it's better to do it now. Plus, I have another great creator who I found to react, and she will be introduced in the next stream. But today, we are going to the one and only, as one of your favorites, Keira Lothan. Now, I think I accidentally already pressed the videos that we're about to watch, but basically, let's go through the strategic plan in general. We're going to talk about social skills today. Now, the reason why we talk about social skills, specifically why we compare them between men and women, is because they're different. They're a lot of the times different, and therefore you always have to know what the other side thinks of you and how to actually interact between each other. We're gonna start with her video about men, or I think it's also about women, but I mean the title is Men Set the Tone, so it's probably a good one. Then it's about making his life easy, which probably is referred to women. And if you look at the views, it got super hyped on her channel. And we're gonna talk about passion. So really, it depends how many reactions will I be able to do today, but because of the day that I had. But in any case, in any case, I am about to start these reactions. But before I do, I'm going to turn on my screen sharing, and I'm going to ask you that wherever you are in this part of the world, when you're watching these reactions, I please ask you to react to them. Now, it's not even necessarily to subscribe to the channel, but it would be great. It's not even necessarily to like or dislike the video, which also would be great. But what is important, what is and always will be important, is that you comment below your thoughts. Because trust me, I don't really care about the number of likes. I genuinely don't. I don't remember any video and the amount of likes it got. But I remember the comments that you write. And I truly, truly value that and appreciate it. So please, guys, if you're doing this, like if you're watching the reaction, comment. It's the best reaction you can give. I think we're good to go. So let me just drink some water to prepare myself. Mm. There are obviously going to be some YouTube ads. And there we go. So, Man Set the Tone, another video by Keira Lothan. It's one of those creators that we've been watching for a while. It's one of those creators that you like when I watch, because it kind of transforms into an interaction between us. She says something, then I react to this, and we come into some interesting conclusions. And she tackles a lot of social things, which I really like to talk about as a philosopher in general, as someone who likes to to think. So, what do men set tone of? Let's find out.
This may seem surprising or not, but women, we match energy. Okay? We are the queens of matching energy. Doesn't matter if
What do you mean with men? How does she mean we match energy?
you're a man, doesn't matter if you're a woman, doesn't matter if you're a child, whoever's in the same room with us.
Oh,
And they
you
are
mean by
feeling
that, you
something.
mean that you attach to whoever's energy. Doesn't that make you a hypocrite in that case? Or how do we call this correctly? Is that you're not really a self-formed person if you, instead of producing your own energy, you match with someone else?
We will match that feeling. If you're feeling sad, we're sad. If you're feeling angry, we're angry. Why do we match energy? Why?
Because you don't have a self-developed, like right now what you're saying is actually sounding sexist in my opinion. Like not even in my opinion, I might agree with you or not, but in the general current feminist and all of this rhetoric, that is sexist to say.
Why do we mirror certain reactions of people? Let me tell you. We match energy because it's easier. It's easier to make decisions based off of.
At least she didn't say because we don't have energy on our own. Imagine that. Imagine that response. That would bring me a lot of dislikes, I'm sure.
Of someone else's reactions than to create our own reactions. I believe this is like a natural phenomenon. Okay, this is natural for a woman. A woman is going to not set the tone, but create the corresponding tone to that feeling. A man sets the tone.
Okay.
However, a man feels in the same room as his woman is going to relay that feeling to her.
That is actually an interesting thought if you think about it, because that's why a lot of the times women, they leave weak men, not because a man may be weak in some places, but with a weak man, the woman will feel weak as well. So, and that's not the best position to be in. So why sticking to it? Correct?
And the thing is, we don't just match anybody's energy, okay? Women, we pick and choose when we want to match energy. And usually, it's our significant other, it's our children, or whoever we're connected to.
But that's so weird. I can't understand the man. Well, why the children though? Why the children's energy? Aren't you supposed to set the tone for them as a woman?
We're going to match their energy. We don't just match random strangers' energies. Sometimes.
When it's the prince on the white horse.
But I'm saying in an overall scheme, women, we match the energy of people we care about. Because it's a natural, it's like an instinct. It's instinctual for a woman to react based off of someone else's reactions.
Could this explain why women are so good in reading emotions? It's like a magnet. Even if you're lying that everything's good, she can see that you're not good because she matches your heavy energy. That could be an interesting theory. I have to write it down to not forget where I said it.
Because it gives her the excuse. It gives us the excuse to be emotional if someone else is being emotional. And it also makes it make sense for us. It makes it make sense. If you are sad as a man and you can't describe why you're sad, that woman is just going to feel for you. We are just going to feel for you. That's all we can do. If you cannot tell us the root of your problem, we're just going to feel for you. Because it's not like we're out here being logical trying to solve your problem. We're going to feel for it.
Yeah.
And
you go solve it. That is the key point to take from here.
Mirror you. We mirror men because it's easier. So, being in a relationship, when it comes down to relationships, a woman is going to treat you how she wants to be treated at first, in the beginning. But as a relationship gets longer and there's more trust, there's more bond, that woman is going to trust in that man and she is going to mirror that man.
That actually explains why at the beginning a man is sort of, I don't know how you say this in English, sort of chasing the woman. and trying to make her feel like all of this princess, queen, abracadabra, specialties, and etc. But once they get closer, it sort of descends, and the woman is willing to accept it because she's trying to match the actual man. Holy damn, I have so many theories to build around this video. Gosh.
I don't make the rules. This is instinct. I believe this is all instinctual. A woman is going to mirror her man if she cares about her man. If she does not care about her man, she's going to be doing her own thing, okay? But a healthy relationship, a woman is going to mirror her man, whether it's good or bad. So men, keep in mind that your presence, your reactions, they all have an opposite or equal reaction, consequence. There's always going to be a consequence for how a man reacts, because
that's why a king's woman will always be a queen. We add quotes now to my theories.
Because a woman around that is just going to mirror. She's just going to mirror what a man feels. She's just going to mirror how a man reacts. So all of my aggressive men in the freaking group chat, we need to stop being aggressive.
You have a group
around
chat? Wait, where's the group chat? Because I've been DMing her for a collab since like March or maybe May. When did I discover her? I don't remember. Where's your group chat? I need to see that group chat. Yo, guy, if any one of you finds it, I need that group chat because I need that collab. I DM'd her, she never responded. So, and it was a good outreach letter. Probably should check it again later on, but she didn't respond.
Women, because these women, we don't know how to act if there's too much aggression. We don't know how to act when there's too much anger in a room. We are loving, soft animals. We're not supposed to be like, you know, demented and aggressive. So being a woman around an aggressive man, unhealthy. You're just going
because it's going to bring the aggressive woman. Yeah, that's not something you want.
To let that woman mirror whatever you're feeling. That's dangerous. That is dangerous.
Why? That's amazing. Imagine if you're a man, you not only now have your life in control, but you basically have the life of your woman in control. And she mirrors you. So if you're a G, if you're an actual a high level, high echelon man, she's gonna match that energy of a high value woman. That's great.
That is so dangerous for a man to understand.
It's all good. We can gamble on it. We shall see in the future how dangerous it is.
That his woman is matching his energy, and he chooses to have a negative energy.
Yeah, but why would he? If he's such a great dude, why would he decide to have negative energy?
You can argue with me that, a woman is supposed to, you know, make her own decisions and, you know, make her own thought process about her feelings, but...
Yeah, Keira is a sexist. We already got this. She's a sexist in both ways. There's no additional comments on it.
I hate to tell you, but one of the main stresses of a woman's life is a man. The main stress... Risking Gits. Welcome to the chat. Follow for more. Stressors in a woman's life.
Go watch the YouTube channel because I have all the replays there.
Is a man. So yeah, we're gonna mirror men. We're going to mirror how a man acts because we...
What do you mean very strange? Could you clarify exactly what is strange for you?
We want to be treated... We want to be treated good. We don't want to be treated with disrespect. We don't want to be treated with aggression. We want to be treated with love and respect. And that's how we treat a man in the beginning. We treat a man with love and respect and honesty and, you know, our softness.
Do you treat him like this at the beginning, though? Because I could see where you would treat him like this in the future once the relationship develops. But at the beginning, when there's the chase, that is usually the hardest part for a woman. So once the woman start matching your energy, that is the key that your relationship is moving on. That is the not the key. That is the fact, basically, that shows you're heading straight in the right direction.
As a man, you need to recognize that once you are in
Wait, Kira, I have people in the chat commenting. Engaging with other human beings, no matter the gender, is a choice. So a man being a woman's main problem is completely illogical. No, but I think what she's trying to say, thank you for the comment. What I think she's trying to say is that if you are since you spend a lot of the time with your man, you're probably going to feel his energy most of the time, correct? Which is exactly why you're going to be matching it. 7 hours of spending time with your man plus 8 hours when you just cuddle in bed are not going to be eliminated by the 5 minutes you spent with, sort of say, your colleague or your father or whoever. So in that case, she kind of is right. If you have another thoughts, let me know.
a relationship with a woman, you set the tone. Men set the tone.
Great.
Men have always set the tone. So, however a man sets the tone, that woman will match the energy. And we
Challenge accepted.
are the queens of matching energy. Even children mirror you. They follow you. They know, they understand aspects of what you're doing. So think to yourself before you start reacting to certain situations or before you start getting aggressive, because as a man, it's your job to understand your presence. A man's presence is powerful.
I got so pissed off at the security guard today, which was super wrong because he was actually doing his job. But I was pissed off by the situation before. I can tell you that was the worst feeling of the whole day, because I was thinking how you should, as a man, be able to control these situations. Aggression is okay if you can calculate it, but if you, so to say, lose control of it, that's when it becomes dangerous. So don't be aggressive. Control your emotions, so to say. Control your emotions. And it doesn't matter if you're with a woman or without. If you're gay, you can also do this. It's all good.
A man's presence is so powerful, it can change a woman's.
Give me a sec. Yeah. Oh God, this sounds like a historic rant. Jesus. Oh wait, I skipped your comment. Wait. Her opinions are biased towards herself and not a broadly shared viewpoint. Probably is, but that's not. But she is stating them as fact. If anything, she's wasting her breath. I mean, you can say the same about me, correct? She is sharing her thoughts, and I don't know, you can agree with her or not. I'm not saying that she is saying correctly, but even if you watch this, especially from the very beginning, you could spot that we had her thoughts led up to explain some theories that are a general and standard viewpoint. So she's not necessarily completely wrong.
Thought process. It can change a woman's emotions. It can make a woman go from angry to sad, or sad to angry, or angry to happy, or happy to angry. Because a woman, we can't just make decisions based off our emotions. Sometimes we need something to go off of. And usually it's going to be a man. It's going to be a man. I don't make the rules. This is just plain observation. A man sets the tone, and a woman matches the energy. Point blank, period.
No, but the fact that she's sexist is super obvious. Well, you got anything to say on that? I completely agree. All of us three aren't doing anything of substance. We're all acting somewhat you probably meant insane. Uh yeah, think when I started this channel, in the first video I said, guys, I'm making an excuse for myself to watch YouTube. And it all transformed that this became the main channel that I'm running right now. So, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to be in the future?
Period. Point blank, period. That's just how it works. That's how I believe it works. So, any man in a relationship should understand that. And should also understand that his presence is the most important part of his energy. However he is holding himself, however he is presenting himself, that is how a man should think. A man should think about his presence and what he's bringing, how he's reacting, how he's even feeling. Because evidently that will be traced into your woman.
Well,
yeah,
that's to think of it, but not only because of how it's going to affect the woman.
That's what I want to talk about today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. We got you, sexist Keira. Moral of the video. Inane means without meaning. Okay. Yeah, English is not my main language, so thank you for that tip. I will write down myself that I will be writing myself that word. In any case, moral of the story. Moral of the story. Hey, we as man can gamble, because if we get a woman, we're not just responsible for one life now. We're responsible for two. That's that's so cool. Imagine having control over someone. Yeah, in any case, this was also what I shared in my comments. And if you have any additional comments to share with us and with me particularly, please dive into the comments section. As you can see, comments and reactions are the key. We're going to dive into another Keira Lothan reaction right now. But for those of you watching on YouTube and on replay, I will see you in a couple days on another reaction. See you then. Woo! So inane means without meaning. Yeah. Is there an opposite word to it? You have that brilliant philosophy tag on your stream. Are you currently reading or studying any specific philosophy? Which brilliant philosophy? Which tag do you mean on my stream? I'm trying to. No, I don't think I have any tags. I am currently. I can tell you what I'm currently doing. I'm currently a student at a university. I guess substance is the opposite. Okay, gotcha. I am currently studying philosophy at the university, and that's my alma mater, and I'm mostly focused on practical philosophy. So implementing it in real life, in politics, business, and in any societal questions. Hope that answers the question. You have many tags. What's a tag? You explain to me what's a tag, man, because I kind of, I'm a bit tired, so I might not understand what a tag is. Yeah, in any case, I think I'm gonna no wait. I'm gonna actually wait for you to respond on your tag comment, and then we're gonna start the second reaction. Meanwhile, I want to check my Twitch because I know it's connected to it, but I haven't really seen how much subs we got there. Ba-da-pum-pum-pum. Give me just a second. This is not connected. Politics and business. Are you a fan of Machiavellian? This is super interesting because every single time everyone asks me about Machiavelli, and the thing is that I've never really read him fully because I only read the beginning of his works. I know some of his famous quotes and etc. Uh, but okay, now I got you. What you mean tags? It's on a thing on Twitch. I have to check. So I never really read. Wait, let me show you your question so that people on replay could see. I never read him fully, but yeah. In any case, I still have a, I still have to go for him. No, I'm a Rousseau guy. I'm a, you know, so to say, take the best from Rousseau, combine him with some good authoritarianism, and you get my philosophy. Keegan, hello. Nice seeing you. Hope everything is good. We're going to dive into the reaction now. So buckle up because this video had 386,000 views, which is a lot for this woman. So it should be fun. Make his life easy. That is another video. That is another 10-minute rant from Keira Lothan about social skills, about men and women, how they should coexist. The system is the same. It never changes. It just never changes. She talks, I react, you comment. You know what would be fun? It would be fun if on some of the next streams I would invite subscribers and followers to comment together on the video. Yeah, I can't make a collab yet with Kira, but I can probably try organize something with subscribers. That would be fun, I think. By far, can you tell me why? I'm actually curious because I want to. I'm not gonna spoil why, but I've heard a lot of people saying that they like him but they had sometimes different thoughts. So I'm curious why John Stuart Mill is your favorite philosopher. And now we can dive into the reaction.
You want to hear something ironic?
So,
Men live much more difficult lives than women, right?
holy damn! Did you guys hear this quote? Men live more difficult life than women. That is something. That is ironic. That is what gets you from 25,000 to 386,000. I heard my neighbor open the door. I thought he was gonna come complain.
Women live a little easier, have an easier route. But men are the ones who create that easy route for women. Men are the reason we're able to live. So how does a woman make a man's life easier? That's the question.
By not complicating what he already did. I swear, if she says that, I will take out and kneel with my imaginary hat. No, I'm gonna get my hat, put it on, and then kneel.
That's the discussion. Let's talk about it.
No, but before you talk about it, I want to check if you didn't answer the Stuart Mill question. Okay.
Catering to a man starts with acknowledging his hard work. Acknowledge what he does for you and for himself. Because let me remind you, growing up as a man is a choice. You could be a 40-year-old boy. You could literally be so immature. You can choose to not grow up as
I have a feeling that she just came out of shower, and that's why, and she's standing in her towel. That's why she doesn't want to show off really more than her face.
man. Because
I'm just going to experiment. Wait, give me a sec. Oh no, wait, I did it stupidly. Okay, put me back. Put me back. Experiment failed.
your hormones, they're not like women's hormones.
Oh no.
Women, once we get our period, we're women. Okay, that's why they say we grow up faster, right? A man can be a little boy still. So choosing to work hard is a choice. That is a choice as a man.
You don't say.
So acknowledging that it makes his life a little easier. You know, he's able to feel recognized. He's able to have an end goal, something to be proud of, something to motivate him.
I'll give you a tip, women. You don't even necessarily need to acknowledge it. You may not even understand it, but you gotta show appreciation. Men are a lot of the times like peacocks. They want this show off. So when you have, they want the attention as well. So when you give him the attention, even if you don't understand why, but if you, I don't know, simply, let's imagine he's cutting tree. He's cutting down a tree to make a chair and bring it inside the house. If you simply go out, throw him 2 compliments, and then go back and like not see him for the next hour, that guy's gonna remember those 2 compliments, and his motivation to cut that tree as soon as fast and make 2 chairs is gonna rise above. Even if you don't really acknowledge it, trust me, as a man, this is something that I can definitely give as an advice.
You know, men have harder lives. Not all by choice, but a man chooses to be a man. And if your man is choosing to be a man,
Wait, we have to skip to philosophical quotes. Okay, this is gonna be a long one, so I'm just gonna unique mindset we never see them. Exactly, his uniqueness, that is also what people a lot of the times admit. But again, because he's more of a theoretical guy, I've never really dived into him, and I guess I never really had to dive into him. Okay, if you're a metaphysical man, that makes sense. And Schopenhauer is actually, I like how he provides ethics. It is an interesting approach to look. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Until, how do I put this correctly? If you can't put the ideas in practical use, it's a lot of the times better to not, for me to not even check your ideas.
to be hardworking, disciplined, you know, have goals in life. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that. Just like how a man acknowledges how beautiful you are, acknowledge his hard work. That is the simplest way to make a man's life easier. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgements. You know, he needs an applause every so often, a pat on the back, something. Say something to him. It doesn't have to always be physical. It doesn't have to be, you know, through love. It could be through friendship as well. Just acknowledge it. Acknowledge any man that works hard, because
that is actually true. It goes not even through friendship, but if you have a colleague at your work, well, you can give him the best and even if he's not gonna feel anything emotional to you, he's gonna remember that compliment because it came from a woman. Trust me.
His life is not easy choosing to work hard. It's not. And he's making your life easier choosing to work hard.
So how does it correlate if you know he's your friend and she's, how do you combine it? I don't know.
Be a man. He's making your life easier. Because you don't have to choose to be a man. You don't have to choose to work hard. You're a woman.
She's sexist. She's genuinely sexist. Like, in today's ideas, she is sexist, and the only reason she's not blocked is because she is a woman. She can, afterwards, if she gets banned, she can just go out and say, well, that's sexist.
1000% in your hands as a woman. But the thing...
Well, let's go back to philosophy. For me, I go right back to the Greek definition, being a seek for wisdom. I don't find any real world practical broadly, but I enjoy understanding perspectives, not practicality. That is the difference between me and Schopenhauer. This is the only world we get. It's imperfect. but it's the only one we get. So let's push the best of it.
Thing is, we are not as consistent as men. Why don't we give them that fruit? Why don't we give men the fruit of being consistent? That is the most acquired trait that you can have as a person, is to be consistent. To be consistent and disciplined and do it every day and show up. That's what men do best. They show up. They are consistent. Women, we're not as consistent. Be honest with yourself. Come on.
All these jokes about women being late on dates suddenly appear in my head.
You're not as consistent as a man. You're never going to be, because a man and a woman are different. We're different. And that's beautiful. It's okay. It's okay to not be like a man. Just like how it's okay for a man not to be like a woman. But let's not talk about that. We're talking about catering to a man, right? We're talking about how to make a man's life easier. Another thing that makes a man's life easier is...
Let's guess. What is another thing, apart from acknowledgement, what is another thing that can make a man's life easier? Compliance? Would compliance be a good answer? Like, he does the job, so you better listen to what he says. That is how you will make his life easier. Let me check the chat. Yeah, I did read the quote, brother. Solitude. So solitude. Well, let's see. I bet on compliance.
Is for him not to stress about the dumb crap. You know, he's got everything else handled. You know, he's got the main majority. He's got the bills paid. He's got everything situated. But for him to come home and have him stress about what he's going to eat for dinner. Girl, you don't have to learn how to be a chef, but you can learn how to cook for your man a little bit, okay?
That is such a dumb answer, Keira. No offense to you. I wouldn't offend you in any sort of way, but this is just a dumb answer. Men are simple creatures. We do not stress about what we're going to eat when we come home. When I come to home, if I have my chicken, right now my fridge is actually, I think it's empty. I have some, so to say, cans there in my shelf. But in general, my fridge is empty right now because I don't eat at home. And if I were to eat at home, I would just buy chicken, put it in my fridge. Once I would show up, I would cook the chicken, maybe add some rice to it, but that's debatable. And it would be enough. The reason a lot of the times I think a woman is actually cooking for a man is because she sort of cares for him. So it's not that she makes his life easier. I think it's just that she improves his life, which technically is not the same. Although, okay, let's listen to the end. Yeah, this whole rant. No, you read what I. But where's the quote? You put it in the chat. Wait. I had a thing wanting to buy. Copy. Can you paste it again in the chat, because paste it in the chat in the next message, and then I'll read it out loud and we'll talk about it.
You can learn to cater to what he wants. You know, he might not want a full-fledged dinner, but he wants a dinner. He wants something to come home to. He doesn't want to stress about that. If he is stressed at work, okay, and he's doing what he has to do, he's working hard. As a woman, he's making your life easier, even if you have a job too. You know, women, we are made to do all these things at once. We are made to think so retrospect that we can come home from work and make dinner. Okay? You can come home from work and make dinner for your man, or like you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I have the dumbest theory ever, but you can't really see any clothes on her in this video. So maybe the reason why it's her most popular video. I'm never gonna get an invitation to collab from her ever. After this quote, yeah, I can basically give up on those dreams.
You're not this housewife. If you don't want to be a housewife, so be it. But if you want to make your man's life easier, make him dinner. Make him dinner, make him food, make him breakfast, lunch, dinner. Surprise him. Even like buying
That's
him lunch, buying
that's such a cool way to actually show make his life easier. Maybe not making his life easier, but certainly enlightening his life. There is nothing cooler. I don't know. Again, speaking from a personal perspective, there's nothing cooler than a woman making a surprise. I'm not saying show up on his, so to say, to his job, surprises, and although that would actually be also super sweet. No, make surprises for your man. If you think that only women love surprises, trust me when I say this, men are as excited as women in this case. Surprise your man. Yeah, that's a good tip.
him dinner, doing things that are not planned. Surprise him. If you plan it out, he won't want you to do it. Okay, that is the beauty of men. Men love to provide. Men love to be the provider. So if you give him the idea, oh babe, I want to take you out somewhere, he probably will say no, because that's emasculating. If you want to do all of that for him, not out of surprise, and you want to tell him before you do it. Don't tell a man what you're gonna do before you do it. That's a big mistake. That is huge mistake. Huge. Just do it. Just surprise him. Don't create this anticipation for him, because then he'll have expectations on you, and then
I get what she's saying, but at the same time she connected it very poorly because my leg. My leg just wait, give me a sec. I caught it. I gotta stretch. Oh, it was a tough day, so I gotta stretch my leg. I hope my mom is not watching this. She's gonna text me right now and ask if everything is okay. No, everything is okay. So the thing that I wanted to say is that she really connected it poorly, because she talked about not surprising a man by taking him out, which is not the same as surprising him with dinner. Even if you take a man out with a surprise, that is still not a very cool surprise. So I get what she's trying to say, but she connects it very poorly. What do we got here? You still didn't put the quote in the chat, man. Come on now.
what? You don't meet the expectations and he gets mad at you? What? Don't create the anticipation. Just do it. Just cater to him. Just make him dinner. Surprise him one day. Surprise him with lunch one day. Wake up earlier than him. Make him breakfast. Make a man's life easier. Cater. Just cater. Care and cater. Same thing, right? Care about your...
What is the word cater? Actually never heard of it. Or maybe I've heard of it, but I didn't acknowledge it. Cater, meaning provide people with food and drink at a social event. Oh, interesting. I have to note it down.
man. Why do you not care? Do you think you're just born in this world and everything's just easy? No. Men show up to make it easier for you. Men show
You're
up
such a sexist. I love it.
to create the easy route for women. So why can't you just make his life a little easier by swallowing your little pride? Because women don't have big pride. We have little pride. They have little pride. Because We can still do the things we don't want to do. You can do it. It's just, are you gonna let the pride get to you? Or are you gonna let yourself be like, I'm not his mom, blah, blah, blah. Girl, just make his life easier. Like, there's no need to put any labels on it. Just make his life easier. Making him food. Even doing cute things, surprise him
Seeing
with
that the
things.
average viewer of this video is a woman, because this is the only explanation how she got so many views by slightly weirdly mixing up her words. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost her in the last 10 to 15 seconds.
Surprise him
Maybe because I'm tired as well, but that's a whole other story.
with yourself. Let him know he's working for something. You don't have to be all up on him. You can, out of love. But I'm just saying, men are simple, okay? And it starts with acknowledgement. It starts with acknowledging a man's hard work. That's where it starts. Catering to a man is not that hard, because men appreciate the hell out of it. They appreciate the hell out of the littlest of things. And that's beautiful. I love that.
That's true.
It makes it easier for the woman. Because
Good
guess what?
question.
Men make it easy for you. They make it easy for us. They make it easy for us to be nice to them. They make it easy for us to even think of things for them, because they're so simple. They want peace too. Men want peace. I want peace. At the end of the day, a man doesn't want to come home to an argument. He wants to come home to peace. A nice dinner.
Yeah, he had enough
because
arguments outside.
he was just in the middle of the world who is against him. The world is not against women. The world loves women. The world markets off women. Every single advertisement has a woman in it. Any clickbait thumbnail has a woman in it, because it attracts. It is what the world wants. The world makes it easier for women.
My three most popular bloggers that I watch on my streams are all women.
The world makes it so difficult for men. He comes home from work, he just wants to freaking relax.
And the fourth is a gay man.
So give him something to relax with. Give him some dinner, Just do something nice for your man. Acknowledge him. Because that will make his life so much easier. And it would make your life easier. The easier you make your man's life, the easier and easier and easier you'll make your life. And then at that point, you're both flourishing. You're both happy. You're both able to bounce off each other's energy. And it's not like there's no leech. There's no leech. A woman should never be a leech to her man. You should be providing things that he can't provide for himself. Just little things that make him happy. Provide him with acknowledgement. That's the first simple step. So, yeah, that was an ironic little investigation I had there of how women, we have easy lives, and that's because of men. So why not make men's lives easier? Because it just...
Yeah, you keep repeating, Keira. You have to work on your conclusion. I think that I conclude videos better. Check this conclusion out. We start by sharing a moral of the video. Moral of the video. If you're a woman and you want to make a man's life easier, compliment him, acknowledge him, and provide him with surprises. Dinner, as an example. Guys, this was Zyno77. We're gonna dive into our last Keira Lothan reaction in just a couple minutes. And for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, don't forget that this is a YouTube channel. So you can like the video if you want. Where's the like button? And dislike if you disliked it. But also remember, it's about the comments that matter. Guys, I will see you in my other reactions. Boom! I gotta love Keira. Mate, I'm still waiting for the quotes. So if you, and I can see that you're alive. So if you're alive, you can do it. If you're not, unfortunately, we'll have to skip your part and jump to Kira Lohan. Yeah, I will read. I gotta get a shower afterwards. Yeah, Kira, please be fast. I have absolutely no intentions into. Ah, great. A video that is perfect for someone who wants to go to bed. Am I right? Passion is rare. Keira Lothan, the blogger that for some reasons you like. I know why I like her because she shares her thoughts as a woman. I listen to them, sometimes debate, sometimes just simply agree. So it really all depends. This is the rational opinion on passion. Why is it rare? Who made it rare? Etc. 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 Let's dive in.
Finding passion in love is so rare nowadays. And women, we love passion. We love passion. Passion
Oh,
is the
she's talking about
equivalence
passion
to
in
ambition
love.
in love. It is the drive that you have with that person. It's passion. Passion is a fire. Women, we want passion in our love. We don't want just a good-looking guy to find us on the internet and say, "Hey, how you doing?" We want a story. We want a passion. We want fire, fireworks. We want a reason
How he pushed through his limits so that he could reach the doorstep of your house.
to love you. You know, not just the reasons that we tell ourselves. It has to be boom, in your face. It's got to be in your face, in your soul, in your body. You have to be feeling it. Passion is so rare because all you see is going through the DMs, going on the internet, all these matchmaking sites, Tinder, all of these like dating sites. And it's so synthetic. You know, if you have to sit there and find the passion, is it real? Is it real
You see, up, she spoiled her clothes, and now, and now the video got much less views.
passion? You know, you could love someone, but do you have that ambition with love? Do you have that
But
passion?
can it grow in? Because you're judging the social media apps that combine these people together. So the question is, can they find it after they have already bonded?
With love? Are you fueling that fire with this passion of love? Passion is so rare. It's so rare nowadays because passion starts with your definition of that person when you first meet them. Truly. It's the foundation of you meeting this person and you defining what makes them attractive to you.
Imagine me waking up after, first of all, falling asleep during the stream, but second of all, someone sharing on Instagram that, yeah, guy falls asleep. Stream continues. We talk about social skills. Guy falls asleep. I'm actually falling asleep.
And it's not always appearance, it's not looks, it's not your aura. It is always going to be how they present themselves to you, their first impression. And your first impression, if you're sliding in DMs, that's your first impression. Synthetic. Synthetic. It's not real.
Or
It's
when
not
you're
passionate.
scrolling past
There's
it.
no ambition there. It's just like a step-by-step choreographed relationship. Think about that. It's a
I mean,
choreographed relationship. Passion should be almost erratic. It should be like a fire, flames here, flames there. You know, you don't know where the flames are going, but they're flames. They're there. They're passionate. It is like within you. It is
about choreography, there's this amazing quote. I don't remember exactly, but it was basically a child talking to God, and The child asks, if you're God that Almighty and you already predict the future and wrote my destiny, what can I do if I would like to change or edit or add something? And God says, well, maybe at some pages I wrote as you wish. It's the same story here, guys. It is the exactly same story. Yes, they might be choreographed, but to simply give up on them and think that they are in some way less unique, you're passionate, that's not the correct way to speak, isn't it?
Is going to be within both of you. If you both have passion in each other and love in each other, and there's a story, there's a reason, there's always going to be a reason if there's passion. Woo! Where's Cowboy?
She's got the
passion is rare. And I'm saying this because there's a lot of dating sites, there's a lot of social media, you know, where people feel like they can come together. And it's okay, that's fine, you know, like to each their own.
That's amazing.
Women, I know we want passion. I know we want something of substance.
Hey, remember as they sang, it's the passion that kills. So be careful, my G's, be careful.
And you're not gonna find that, first of all, in the club. You're not gonna find that gallivanting in the streets, looking like you're not a wife. And you're also not going to find it on the internet. So where are you really going to find passion? Honestly, passion is derived from being. It is from doing your everyday activities and finding something beautiful in that.
Okay.
If you're going to force
and scrolling goes into the everyday activities.
Luxurious moment for this passion, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Sometimes the most beautiful moments happen in the most ordinary moments. And that's where true love starts. That's where true love sparks.
Even I have
it's ordinary moments where you're like, wow, I can trace back to this one moment I met this person because it was just so ordinary. It wasn't anything that was above anything. It was just being myself. It was me being myself and that person being themselves. And that's where passion starts, because you can understand who they truly are and who you truly are. You know, you don't want to be freaking lied to. You don't want to be fake. So passion lies with just being. It lies with being.
Yeah, but why then you can't find it on dating sites? I mean, they're not that fake, especially if your goal is to attract someone. Although no. Yeah, but like some passion is still there. Maybe less than in real life, but some is still there.
Humbly yourself, loving yourself, and attracting that love to you. And passion is always going to be derived through yourself. Passion is through yourself. If you have no fire in yourself, you're not going to find fire in anyone else.
But that's exactly proves why it doesn't really matter if you do it on a dating site or in real life. It still comes from the inner you. It's just where do you put it out?
Straight up. Passion is always going to be starting within you. The first things you say to yourself when you wake up, when you look in the mirror and you're like, hey, I look pretty good today. You need that fire in yourself. If you're going to look for a mate, you need fire in yourself. I say mate because I'm just speaking in general. If you are looking for someone with passion and love and a true story, a love story, think about that. Do you want a love story in your life? Like, do you want to think of this person as like this character, this beautiful character, and
no, they just want a signed deal and the paycheck if it goes with it.
They're part of your story, and it starts somewhere. And quite honestly, if you want to start a flame, a love flame, it starts in you. It starts with how you speak to yourself, how you look at yourself, and just being in that passion. Because passion is so rare. It's so rare nowadays that you can just go scrolling and freaking say you're in love with someone, and it's like, come on. You know, come on. Come on. Really? Really?
You
Like there
don't instantly
has to be
fall in love.
substance. There has to be a
Here, you
story.
don't instantly just bam fall in love. It's also a process that has to develop. Can't really judge it. Yes, you scroll, you like someone, you then get to meet them, and that's how you fall in love. I- That is a bit not something that I'm not going to agree with.
There has to be a connection, you know? And don't just make a connection by meeting each other at the club or going to like, to the bar or something. Like I feel like there's a synthetic feeling to that. Going on a date is great, but I feel like the true essence of meeting someone, finding that true passion in them is just being yourself. First of all, not being drunk, not being under the influence of any sorts. That's why I don't recommend clubs, bars, or anything like that. Like, how are you going to tell yourself you're going to find your perfect mate while you're under the influence when you're drunk?
Drugs is
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So, being your true passionate self is where you will attract passion. And it's not all the time.
basically
It's going to
all
happen.
that she has said today is if you if you have one energy, you'll match the other. Plus and minus go together. It's your call to say who's plus, who's minus. I'm too tired for that.
In ordinary moments when you're at the grocery store, walking along the street, or not on the streets, but walking your dog or something, like ordinary moments.
Grocery store, that's where you find passion. In the section between eggs and milk, right when you're picking up that cheese, that's where passion grows up.
Moments, getting your mail, someone holding the door open for you, the ordinary moments like that is where passion clicks. Because you can see the true essence of someone when they're in their passion, when they're in their flame, when they're being themselves. Because it's so hard nowadays to really find someone you truly want to be with for the rest of your life. Like how
It's always been like this. It's just that now people, the choices have grown so big that people give up too soon, in my opinion. That is what happened now.
has it become so hard? How has it become so hard when we've had so many dating sites and all that? Because eye contact is dead, first of all.
That is,
People can't even make eye contact. People have social anxiety.
we did make a reaction on that, by the way.
People don't want to just meet someone for the hell of it anymore. There needs to be a reason. There needs to be a gain. If you're looking for passion, it starts within you. That's first and foremost. If you don't have any passion in yourself, you're not going to find passion in anyone else. You're going to be settling. Seriously, you're going to be settling.
You're going to be matching energy, as she mentioned in one of the previous reactions.
So I say this because there's a lot of, my generation, Gen Z, and below, obviously, we're having trouble figuring out what passion is and what love is, what being a soulmate is. What is that? What does that mean?
No, but every generation had this problem. The only problem we have is that we now put it on internet and think this is everyone's problem. That everyone cares about our personal problem. That's the only thing that changed. Every generation was trying to figure this out. And they eventually did, so will we.
For me, I need a story. I need a storyline. I need to have a connection that is just so different than any connection I have. And it has to be it has to be made from scratch.
Super weird when she hits her hands like this and we can't see any body movement. Like, check this out again. Wait.
Different than any connection I have. And it has to be so...
Like, you can see the
It
slide
has to be made from scratch.
but still not
It can't be synthetic. If you're looking for this passion, if you're looking for it, it's not real. It has to be in your face passion. And yeah, that's it today. I just wanted to talk about the rarity of passion in the dating world. In the dating world, and
Like she says that and then she goes for another minute. Let's see what she says.
being married and finding soulmates, even best friends. Finding passion in best friends is hard.
Yes.
Because everyone's putting their best foot forward and not being vulnerable with each other. They're not being humble with each other. They're not giving their full essence. They're giving their facade, their best foot. And that's not always, it's not realistic. Being human is being human. And we should embrace humanity, embrace passion. Passion is in humanity. We breathe passion every day. But it's like
You already made the conclusion. Why are you still talking?
we hide from it. We hide from this truth, this vulnerability in ourselves, when it's like, no. Like, that's true love. True love is vulnerability. Love is vulnerable. So, do you deserve it? Do you deserve love if you have no love for yourself? But that's it today. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye and kisses. Moral of the video. Moral of the video. Guys, do stuff, and eventually you'll find that passion. This was Zyno77 today with you guys. I'm going straight to bed because it's too late, and I wish you all the same. But before I go, I want to wake up with more subscribers on my channel. We have a milestone that we need to reach. So please subscribe to this channel, especially on YouTube, if you enjoy this. If you didn't, it's all good. It's all good. I don't judge. But then you have to go into the comment section and type exactly why, so that I can react to it and either implement some of your suggestions or change what I have in my behavior, so to say. But this was me talking to you today. If you like this video, you know which button to click. If you disliked it, you also know which one. And as I told you already a couple of times today during the stream, but not on YouTube, I will see you in my other reactions. Thank you everyone for watching this stream. And yes, I hope that I will be able to pull it on probably Wednesday. It's going to be fun because this is going to be a whole new creator. But I'll see you